Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Carice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
Hi. Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On hot7025fm.com.
Hey, it's Carice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Carice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5.
What's up, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is the hour, the happiest hour. That is 5 p.m. It is Levels of Intimacy, the Naked Truth, and I am your girl, Miss Connie, giving you great information and raw conversations once again. But you know what? Today, we're going to keep it real cute, okay? And before I start the show, I want to just make sure that everyone that's on TikTok, listening to the show, we have minors on here. Context of the content shall be kid friendly, okay? But let me tell you something about these teenagers. They're out here playing. So I want to let you know that I do have consent from both of my minors to have them on the show, and we're getting ready to talk about it. Both of their parents. Okay, both of their parents. You hear me? So don't come for me. I'm telling you, unless you got some premium gas money. What's up? Once again, grab your drinks, whatever it is, hydrate with your water. It's Miss Connie LV. And if you have not already, make sure you click like or subscribe to my channel. Yes, everybody. Today on The Naked Truth, we're going to jump right into the topic. I dropped a little bit of sauce earlier, and I just want to know, what is the naked truth about the truth? Like, can you handle the naked truth? And I'm gonna tell you something, all of the adults, we normally can't tend to deal with these children's feedback. We see it all over social media. These children even playing in these little short templates of pretend you for me for a minute, go in the bathroom, talk about, pretend to be me. These children are authentically real. But here in Nevada today, we're going to talk to some young ladies. I don't even want to call them minors. Let's talk to some of the young ladies today. Before I move on, I definitely want to introduce the one of my greatest loves. Okay, you always hear me talk about her, and you see her every once in a while. But guess what? She is not alone. I have babies everywhere. Okay, but no daddies. But these are my babies. Let me welcome my babies to the show. Welcome to the show, Sanai and Cassidy. Yes, this is Grandma's little tater tots. Say hello to the camera, everyone. Why y'all being so shy? Put the mic up to your face. So, Sanai, introduce yourself once again if they don't know who you are already.
My name's Sanai, and I'm Miss Connie's granddaughter.
Okay, the one and only. And introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cassidy. I'm Sanai's friend, and I tag along sometimes.
Oh my God, I think we call you more than a friend. You're more of a best friend, Cassidy. You've been around for how many years?
What
grade did this start in?
Like second, third.
Yeah, I think like third.
Where, Schirkenbach or Becker?
Never went to Schirkenbach. It was not Becker. Becker's middle school.
Oh,
Richard Bryan.
Okay, so Richard Bryan. Okay, so yeah, these have been best friends here forever, and I just appreciate the level of friendship that you ladies have for each other. You know, especially because I am a question asker, Cassidy. So I always ask Sanaa all these questions about you, and she gets so defensive. But I'm just trying to figure out, you know, like what's going on. But then when I have a few interactions with you too, I notice that even when I come up and pick her up from like the little friend groups that you have, people always talk about how Sanaa is a little bit aggressive in her opinion. Right. I can tell from the 32 teeth that you can kind of relate to that. You know, so one thing I appreciate is that you're still her friend, even though, you know, she's very opinionated.
Yeah.
She gets it from her granny, you know. I hate to say that. But no, I don't hate to say that. You know, she does have an opinion. I've always allowed her to have an opinion. And what I do love, Sanaa, is that you have a voice, you know, because I always have made sure that you felt like a leader and not a follower. You know, especially what's going on in the society today. And it's so crazy today. I just thought about how typical conversations normally would be unethical. But because we are in the temperature, we in the red as far as alert. So when I drop you off at school, you know, we had these short conversations, but I really just want you all to speak to my audience and just explain, how is this climate, this temperature, how are you affected? Or are you even affected? Like, how do you feel about what's going on in the world as minorities?
It does affect me. It affects really any person of color, in my opinion, or any in the minority group. It affects me. It affects the people in my school. I can't speak on everybody else, but it doesn't always negatively affect. We always think of the negatives. I think that there's sometimes it's a neutral or a positive effect too.
Okay. All right. And how about you, Cassidy?
It kind of affects me too, like, because I'm also a person of color, and
Just to be transparent, what is your ethnicity?
I'm Black and Native American. Navajo.
Okay, yes. Reparations. Just like, okay, so wow, like it's even deeper. So we have an African. Okay, what do you want to be? Because I know you funny, Sanai. So what do you consider yourself? Like, what do you want to be called as far as when you're dealing with your friends? And they're like, because I noticed you checked her about colored. And he was like, don't say colored.
Oh, because I remember we had like this one project in theater, and we were talking about like the Harlem. They had a project on Harlem Renaissance, and one of the guys came up there and they said the blacks, and everybody looked at him like he was crazy. My teacher was like, "Ooh, well, don't say that." And it was like, because I don't know, color just sounds outdated.
Okay, so what do you like to be referenced as? Black, colored, African American?
I'm not colored.
Okay.
I mean, black.
Okay. So not African American?
That too. It just sounds really formal. It's like you don't see a lot of people use that unless they're trying to be like 100% like what is it, not offensive. So like they'll like, if they're being like really formal, they'll probably use it.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember that conversation that you and I had. I think it was at Becker. I think that little boy, we can't say his name, but I picked her up from school and you said, it's so crazy. He told me he can't wait for me to go back to Africa.
That was in Schirkenbach.
Oh, that was in Schirkenbach?
That was when I was elementary.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, yeah. What did he say to you?
It was when Trump was first elected, and that was like 2017, like first or second grade. And he told me, I can't wait for you to go back to Africa. And I said, well, I can't. I've never been there.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so, right. And you came to me and you was like, how do I go back to Africa if I've never been to Africa? Hence is what led us to do our Ancestry DNA. That's a whole nother show, which I'm going to get into an Ancestry DNA show, but not today. But yeah, so, and a lot of, I'm hearing the younger, Black African American or Black American children are not always comfortable with being referenced as African Americans. Do you know that? Like, do you come across that or?
I mean, the only person I like her, like, really, especially in my school, a lot of people try to be like, for example, there's this one guy. He's the whitest person you'll probably ever meet, but he keeps telling people that he's Cuban. His great grandma is Cuban. Like, it makes him a small percentage.
People at our school, like, they'll try to seem like they have like something in them, but like you obviously know, like, you don't. Like, why are you pretending to be this when you're not?
Well, if he has a small percentage, is he really pretending?
No, he's only saying it for the fact of like he'll say something like racist or something like that, and then everybody looks at him crazy like, why would you say that? And he's like, oh no, it's okay, like I'm Cuban. If you ever
he'll say what?
Like he'll say like it would be like maybe like a microaggression, something about like Hispanic people, and then they look at him like, why would you say that? And he's like, oh no, it's okay, I'm Cuban. And I turn around and look at him like,
like when people say the N word when they're singing music. Okay, yeah. So I understand that. So being a minority, what do you reference yourself as? Or when people come and ask you, what are you mistaken for?
Often Mexican, sometimes Asian.
Okay,
but Mexicans mostly.
And they know us. That's crazy because I thought you were Filipino when I
Filipino. I've never heard Filipino. I've heard Hawaiian. Never heard Filipino.
But you know what? As I'm looking at you today, I was like, wow, she does look Hawaiian. But when I first saw you, and I think your hair was longer and colored, that's when you had the color. And I was like, well, where's your Filipino friend? And I was like, who's Filipino? Like, why do you keep calling? And I was like,
because you kept mistaking it for like my other friend, and I thought you were talking about my other friend, but you would describe Cassidy and I'd be like, who are you talking about?
Oh, well, yes, honey, Cassidy, let me tell you something. She checked me, okay? And I almost didn't like her tone. But, I appreciate that. She let me know. So you say you identify as?
Navajo and Black.
So in the box, you're checking?
Like Native American.
Okay, so you check Native American.
Yeah.
And nobody ever guesses that.
Nobody.
Not even Native Americans.
No, I got that you were Black. I just thought you were like, I didn't get Native American, but when I see people, I know that they're Black.
Yeah.
Okay, so being minorities in the school. So is your school considered a charter school, a Montessori school, a public school?
Charter.
Okay, so how is that, especially in this political whirlwind? How is it? Right,
I mean, okay, a lot of people that are at charter school, there's a lot of smart kids because you get in by a lottery, but it definitely boosts you if you have like high grades. So there's a lot of kids in there that are smart, and then there's a lot of kids that are like politically smart. Like for example, in mock trial, I know politics definitely come up in mock trial all the time. It's mock trial. But there's like a lot of people with different views, and you can really see it by the conversations that they have. Like when Trump got elected again, the conversations that were like had, it made you, because they would say things and it's like it's very obvious how they were raised by what they say about politics.
Yeah. Like,
Hmm.
I had a friend, and this was like when like the deportations were like a really bad thing. So I went to a protest and I told him, I was like, oh, like I'm gonna go this place.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go this place. Like I'm gonna I'll be safe and everything. And he was like, well, I don't really understand why people are doing this because like
He was like, I don't understand why you're doing this. Like these people are like illegal and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he just didn't get the point, but it was because he's not like a person of color. Like he wouldn't understand it.
He's not a minority.
Yeah.
Okay. So he doesn't have any empathy for family dynamics, culture, civil rights, those type of things. Correct? Okay. So what do you do with a person like that? Because and this is what I always say, like as minorities, if there is someone that doesn't like you simply because of a complexion, you know what I'm saying? I deem them as unsafe, honestly. So when you are, and I mean, I have my own experience with that. I have a coworker. I work at a very diverse salon. You guys have been there. You see, I am literally like the peppercorn in this business, and I have worked with a certain individual for over 7 years, and we were friendly up until number 45, number 47. Number 47 made him really be transparent about how he felt about my golden, beautiful copper black skin. Okay, so hence that's why I had to show up. Okay, because I always say there's levels to this. I feel like there's an African American, there is a ninja. Okay, for a better lack of words, so I don't get bleeped on any level of social media, and then it's just a black person. But we can be any of those things depending on how you come to us is how we show up. So the moment that he exposed himself to be a person that doesn't like the complexion, doesn't like me for the complexion of my color, I deemed him as unsafe. I don't want to deal with you. So how do you do that? How do you deal with a person who lets you know that they don't respect other people because of the shade of their color? How do you move forward, especially being a young adult, not having a lot of experiences with with racism and prejudice? Okay, you say you didn't want to say that word. What was it? What was the word we were going to use? Beside
people of color.
But no, that feeling, when you deal with somebody who has a problem with a person of a different ethnic background, how do you deal with that? Do you still continue to?
I mean,
no, I'm talking to you, Cassidy.
Me?
Yeah, because I'm a friend.
Okay. Well, I had Sinai help me with it. So me and Sinai, like I called her. I was like, so like, how do we go further from this? She was helping me, and like we tried to make him understand. Like we were trying to tell him our point of view of things and like how we see it, but like it just didn't work.
Wait, so Sinai, what did she call you? What did you say?
It was a Cass had called me, and I was like, because I was like reading what he was saying. I was like, what? And instead of like first getting mad, I was like, okay, well maybe he doesn't understand, so you try to teach him. Then he was like, I don't want to understand. He was like, he was kind of like, I don't want to understand. We kept saying like, hey, you don't get this. And he was like, I hate when you say that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Oh, so this had been a problem. This was like an ongoing thing because he said, I hate when you say that. Well, so he had already shown himself to be.
I mean, it wasn't specifically when like I have said it before, like when anybody else. It's like the comment saying like, oh, you're a white man in America, you'll be fine,
right?
And like I guess he had heard that multiple times, and he was like,
I hate when people say that. Yeah, okay.
Like I hate when people bring it into conversations about this.
But I mean, based on his feedback, it's kind of So what did you tell her?
I mean,
how did you help her?
I said I was I helped us. I didn't like write everything. I was like, well, this is kind of like how you feel. So I can't really, how I feel personally and how you feel personally about this is two different things. But I was saying you can't really like, if they don't want to be taught, you can't teach them it. You can't teach them how to feel about people. You can't teach them opinions. So if he doesn't want to learn, then there's like nothing to do about it. And then he was like, oh, I hate when you say that. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with this. And we're like, it kind of does, because we're talking about immigration. We're talking about people of color. So, and you're saying your color doesn't matter, but you just said that somebody else's doesn't. So it's kind of hypocritical of you.
Oh, yeah. You are so intelligent. You both of you are. Like, I just really appreciate y'all not even being fearful to come on here and have a conversation. I definitely, appreciate your mom for even allowing you to come in. And just, I love the fact that my granddaughter has a friend who you can have a real conversation with, and who has an educated conversation. And just the school, I love the school that you girls go to. You all have, each level of education that you both have received. I don't really have any crazy things to say about the school except for that one incident when is that the same? No, so that was another boy that pushed you down.
That was Richard H. Bryan.
Right.
Yeah, it was, yeah, he actually I'm pretty sure he got like suspended and expelled.
Right. And why did he do that? Was he just being like a little bit?
I don't know. He was like 3 times my size. There was like no need. We were playing like field hockey. It was like no need to do that. And then he did it. And then the teacher was like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, you're obviously going to get hurt. And I was like, well, no, it wasn't an accident. He pushed me. And she was like, oh, well.
No, and then that's when I showed up. and we nipped that problem in the bud. It definitely, because then your mom ended up coming up to the school afterwards and confronting the father.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it was my grandmommy.
No, I remember that.
It was either my mom, my grandma.
It was your mom. Because I remember me and her having a conversation about the incident, and just like, yo, do we need to put you in karate? Mm-hmm. Like, what do we need to do? But, it's just important that we have these conversations, important that there is some education involved. One thing I know you two both are passionate about is furthering your education. What do you desire as a career?
Career-wise, I wanted to go into public architecture.
Okay. Can you tell us exactly what is public architecture?
So it's like, I would be like designing but public structures like hospitals, schools, like,
okay,
like not residential, like, I forgot the word, but
okay,
I'd be designing.
No, that was good. That was good enough. So how did you become interested in architecture? And then,
so for art projects, I used to like draw houses and stuff.
Okay.
And then I guess my mom one day, she was like, you'd be really good in like architecture because you like to build and you can draw really well. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe. And then like I further looked into it, and I was like, it's kind of fun. Like, I like to one day do that.
Right. So do you think that is a woman friendly? Have you we should look into that. Like, how many women are there that is really in the public? Are we breaking some barriers? Because that's what this whole generation is really about. You guys are breaking barriers. How about you, Sanai? What is your career interest?
I want to be an assistant district attorney. So that's just basically like a criminal criminal prosecutor, but like with the like they work with the district attorney for like state and county cases.
Okay. And how did you become interested in that?
Well, at first when I was younger, I just always liked law. I liked crime shows. At first I wanted to work in the FBI, but then things with the government, so I thought, well, I still want to do law. And then I got into mock trial and I thought it was fun. And then I was like, but then one day we were talking about prosecutors and defense attorneys, and my friend said, oh, I want to be a defense attorney. I want to be able to defend people. But then I thought about it, I was like, I can't defend someone on something that I know they're guilty. Like, I can't defend something like that.
Okay.
So I thought, if I can't defend it, I want to bring it to court.
I know that's right. And I can attest to that. I think I have my mother, it's funny because me and your grandmother, we laugh about when you went and visited her, and we knew you were always going to be on some level of law, because when you went to visit your grandmother, I don't know what happened, Brother May. What was that man's name?
I think it was Brother May, and it was like his son had broke into his car, and I was like, or someone broke into his car, and I was like, oh, we can like brush for like a
no wait. So first they went downstairs. My mother's neighbor's window was busted out, and they were like, oh my God, who would bust out a window over here? And so Sinai was visiting, and Sinai was like, wait, nobody touch anything. I remember my mother calling me like, girl, this girl is hilarious. And I'm like, what happened? She said, this is truly your grandchild. I said, what happened? She said, Brother May windows got busted out. We go down there just to see what's happening. Sinai makes sure no one touches anything. She investigates the scene and says, well, the glass is broken from the inside. Was it broken from the inside out? Was the glass outside the window?
I think it was something weird. So I think it was like broken inside. I was like, someone has to get inside the car to break the window, because there was glass on the outside.
Yeah, right. So you were like, you were like, the doors aren't popped. No one's broken in. Whoever busted out the windows was inside the car and literally did it on purpose. And there's nothing missing. So this is someone that you must have known. My mother's like,
I was right though.
Right. You was like, I wish I had my eyeshadow kit because I would dust for fingerprints. I said, that's my grandbaby. Listen, shout out to Special Victim Unit, Law and Order. Boom. Okay. It then created a prosecutor attorney. Olivia Benson, we not coming for you, but we definitely would like to be cast on the show. Okay. We don't put that out there. Ice-T, we want to be on Law and Order. Okay. Seriously. Me and my grandbaby, she been cracking cases with baby eyeshadow kids since, how old were you then? About 9?
Yeah, I was like really young.
Yeah. And then when you just did the mock trial at UNLV, when I picked you up, you were like, listen, I'm not defending nobody that's lying.
Yeah, like defense attorneys, like the multiple defense attorneys like came in and they were like, we don't have to do anything all day. If prosecutors can't prove anything, we can go home. Like they literally said they could paint their nails, bring up no witnesses, and then tell the jury they proved nothing, and then go home and they win the case. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like an easy job, but like then I started thinking about it. I was like, I don't want to defend something that I know is 100%. Like there's been like, for example, I thought of OJ because they were talking about OJ and how like themes and like all that, and it was like if the
catchphrase,
yeah, if the glove don't fit, don't acquit. So like, if the glove don't fit, I'm not guilty. And I thought I was like, well, I'm pretty sure OJ is guilty, so I don't want to. I don't know. I was like, I don't want to defend, even if he didn't do it, or even if he did, I don't want to defend something like. I don't want to defend something like that, because what if someone did do something, and then I don't.
It's called a conscience.
Yeah, and then I just thought of the conscience of it.
Yeah, I know you're such a good human. I'm just so proud of you, young ladies. But you know, the name of this show is called The Naked Truth. Okay, so I would just like to know, what is the truth about being a teenager right now? Not even one specific thing. I know as a teenager, all of us have went through that period where it's like nobody understands us. Nobody's listening to us. Do you feel like you being listened to? Do you feel like you having a voice? Do you feel like you have an opinion? Do you feel as if you have some level of control, or do you wish for the day that you can just
keep it moving and run your own program?
I don't know.
I know. Just like, how do you feel about what's going on? Like, we were in the car talking about what's the guy that passed away?
Charlie Kirk.
What do you feel about that?
I feel, I mean, I know it doesn't affect me like a personal level, but it's sad that he died because of his family, and it's what his opinions were on. Everyone might not agree on, and I don't personally agree on them, but at the end of the day, like his daughter lost her father, his wife lost her husband. Now they're like widows, and now one is fatherless.
Yeah.
So, do you know what happened?
Yeah, he was in a pro gun rally, and actually somebody shot him.
What?
Yeah.
So how did you even become familiar with him?
TikTok, YouTube.
He's like everywhere. YouTube, because it was debates. So it would be like, oh, like, did you see this debate? And he would debate college students.
Okay.
On certain topics. It would be like the topics are like, how do you feel about Trump? How do you feel about abortions? How do you feel about this? And then he would just, some of his facts weren't exactly right, and they were like, hey, this isn't right. And he'd be like, well, I don't really care.
Yeah.
So did you appreciate that? Just that freedom of speech that he had? Because right now it seems like freedom of speech is becoming restricted.
I respected the fact that he, wanted to talk about it.
Right.
But like I didn't agree with his views, which is like normal. Like everybody agrees with that.
Okay. So how do you feel about abortion, Trump?
Oh,
yeah. Trump.
Not a huge fan. In abortion, I feel like my views are pretty clear on it. Like obviously I feel like a person should have like the option to do it if they really needed to. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, you shouldn't because blah 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 ABC. Like I feel like it's clear. Like you should have it if you need it.
Okay. How do you feel about Trump?
Trump, I remember when he was first elected, like my entire first grade class like broke down in tears, and they didn't even because most of my class, I had found out like most of the people in my class, or the people that were in class, they were either like Hispanic, and some of them like apparently weren't legal. They were like, oh no, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. They didn't really understand it, but then like the boys didn't really understand it either, so they were just because they were in like the phase like, oh, cooties, girls, so they thought so like Trump's views on women, they kind of just like
thought it was right.
Yeah, they thought it was right. It's like, oh yeah, they shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I remember at Richard Bryan, kids used to go around asking people who they voted for. You're like, who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for? Oh, I voted for Trump. And then like you would just like immediately stop being friends with them just because of that.
It kind of is like that too now.
That's true.
But even like it was like one thing if it was elementary school. Like now it's high school, you see more.
Yeah.
I just feel like tap in, E. The fact that they are having this conversation at first grade, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's crazy. And then for you to experience 45, 46, and 47. So what is your thoughts on Obama? Go, Cassidy.
Good man. I mean, I like to. I didn't really know what he did because I was really young, but like.
So how do you know you like them?
Well, I don't know if I liked him, but like it was cool to see a black president growing up. Right. So that was pretty cool.
How do you feel about?
I remember when the times like Obama was president, like a little bit, it was just felt like everybody felt happy. Not everything was like so serious. Like
the world was brighter.
Well, maybe because I was like young, but like also everything, like, yeah, the world was brighter. Like you can go outside and have a good time.
Okay. So I really appreciate all of the conversation into this. So I hear that there is a strain of COVID. Is that like,
oh, I don't know about
do
that.
we even like
how do
you feel about COVID?
It messed
school.
People up.
Like, what did COVID do for you as a student?
Ooh, that's a good. Okay, with COVID, things changed for me. Like a lot. I had a new baby brother, so I was always home, and I had to deal with that. My mom works at the hospital, so she was always trying to do something there. And then also
that was
online
stressful.
school. Yeah.
Wait, right, because your mom is a nurse, so you're not only dealing with not socializing with your friends,
Yeah.
you know, and you having active friendships and being social because you all hang out, which I love that. But being at home with a toddler or an infant?
Infant. He had just been born.
OMG. Okay,
Yeah,
so dealing with an infant and your mom is always at work.
Yeah.
And you fear for her because
I don't want something bad to happen to her.
right, or to bring it home.
Yeah.
And that was a lot.
It was hard growing up a little bit.
I know. And so what age was that for you?
What age? It was like 5th grade.
So 9, 10.
Yeah, 9, 10, 11.
Wow. Okay. So will you ever have children?
Oh, no, because I have two younger brothers, and I've had to take care of them both a long amounts of time. No, especially when my first brother was an infant. It's horrible. Like, I actually could not take it. Like, I'd actually sit there and start like contemplating. So I don't think so.
You spoke so quick about pro-choice. Like, listen, let me have the choice.
I've had to deal with it at a young age. Did not like it.
Okay.
Did not like it.
Okay. So Sanai, how about you? Like, what is that word COVID? Like, how was COVID for you during your for school, and what was going on? Where were you at? Were you with me?
No, I was with my grandmommy.
Okay.
And then it was when my siblings had came back too, because at first I just lived with my grandma and papa, and like, I don't know if we had the dog at this time, but it was literally just me and my grandma and papa, and it would be fine. She'd cook, I'd help her clean. It was fine. But then my siblings came back, and then my mom came back after that. So then it was all of us. And I think during COVID, for like, especially during school, it was the first time I received an F because my teacher, Mr. Bet, like, can't really say his name, but like, whatever, he was he wasn't
difficult.
Yeah, I remember, like, he wasn't
he was a good teacher. Maybe we just weren't clicking with it.
Well, yeah, because it was like COVID, so it was like teaching me new math, and I not there to do it on paper, and then he explained it, and then he took more time getting mad at us than he took teaching us.
Oh my gosh.
So then I just gave up, and I stopped doing the test, and I stopped doing the work, and then my dad.
You got in trouble for that.
Yeah, and then my dad told me to do it, and I got mad. I was like, "There's no point. Like, I'm not gonna get this. I'm just gonna fail. There's no point. I don't want to do this." But then I guess one day, like, I was like, I got to do all the tests because I was like, I thought about like college, and I thought about.
I think I had a conversation with you.
Yeah, it was my dad. Everybody was like, because it was when I got my report card, and my grandma was like, "Why do you have an F? Like, you never get Fs. What? Oh, you have an F in the 5th grade."
Right. Yeah, I think we all were like, what else do you have to do?
Because I had A's and B's and everything else. It was just math, and it was because I didn't.
I think I was like, so you're gonna be broke.
Yeah.
So like, you can't. Let's get this math together. No, we never giving up on ourselves.
Yeah.
We are never going to give up on ourselves. I'll tell you, your dad, and everybody, but especially my seeds. If you think that somebody is trying to conquer and destroy you, you stand 10 toes down for yourself, and you definitely show up for yourself, you know?
It was actually ironic because at the beginning of the year, he showed us a video, and it was about perseverance. But in the video, it was like a mouse. It was really, because it was like the very first class. When we come into class, you're like, you guys know about the word perseverance? And he showed us a video, and it was this like rat, like going through the things. And then his neck got snapped, and everybody went, like, why would you show us?
I don't remember that part.
I do. I remember.
I don't.
Because everybody was like staring at their screens. Because like his neck was snapped, and all of a sudden, like, he got out the trap, and it was like, that was perseverance.
Oh, I remember it. I remember that because I was sitting on the couch, and I watched that, and I was like it was such a random video.
Yeah, and then he was like,
because I don't think a mouse have bones in the neck, so that's why I think they can squeeze through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but it was like its neck was snapped and it stopped moving, like it was dead.
Yeah, because they can play dead. I'm thinking.
I didn't. No 5th grader probably knew that, so we just thought the mouse was dead.
Yeah, we just witnessed a mouse die.
And it was like,
call it perseverance.
Right.
What's the point of that?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's a lot. So definitely, we want to make sure that we're gonna pray that never comes back. I just remember COVID for me. I literally was okay. Like, I know everything was going on, but remember, I was at home, I was cooking, but I definitely know that I did have a little bit of absence with me and you because I just felt like you were a walking pathogen. I was like, no kids allowed over here.
I never got it that entire time.
Yeah, I've never gotten it either.
I've never gotten it either. Huh. But I just remember.
I know other people, like my grandparents, have got it. I don't think my siblings got it. I don't know if my mom got it. It was only them that got it. And they were somehow like the cleanest ones, and they got it.
Yeah, I know. I like you come over, you get the sneeze, and I'm like, oh, come on. And I was like, I don't have COVID. I was like, I don't care if it's your allergies, asthma. I don't care. Lint, the sneeze and the cough. It's like now you can't even sneeze or cough. But now I just see people are getting a little bit back more disgusting. Because this lady was just coughing like crazy the other day at the salon without even covering her mouth. And she clearly had a little accent from somewhere across some waters. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm about to die. Like, oh my God. Like, I just wanted to spray her with Lysol. But anyway, I digress. But okay, so that was good answers. So how about this whole ICE thing? Like, ooh. How are you? I know that your school is majority Latino, right? Like, what is the numbers? Do you kind of know?
We have higher numbers in Hispanic than white.
We do?
Yeah. Wow. I remember they gave like a percentage, or I think it was either Mr. Perez saying it, and he was like, the percentage, there are more Hispanic people than there are white people.
Yeah, because a lot of us came from our middle school.
Okay.
There, which were like a big majority Latino.
So have any of your friends dealt with ICE like in their home? Like, do you know anybody that's been
Becker count?
Yeah, like anybody that you know. Do you know anybody whose home or house has been separated from someone being detained? Yeah, don't give names. Yeah, just do you know of anybody who?
That's the school.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was the school. But yeah, don't say a student name. Like, do you know anybody like you do?
We do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who? Like what? I mean, not who, but recently.
It happened in middle school, but like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
okay.
she actually recently came back.
She
came. I think she comes back every year. She like. I thought she was joking. She was like, "Oh, I'm getting deported," and I was like, "You're not getting deported." And she was like, "No, I'm getting deported." And then she didn't come back the next school year, and I was like, "What happened?" She was like, "I'm in Mexico. I got deported."
It's not funny.
I remember I was like, Sinai, she's getting deported. Sinai, we're not going to see her. And she was like, no, she's not. She's just joking.
Right. And see, yeah, now you know everything is real. And it's so funny because I don't mean to laugh about the topic. It's just so funny that when I got dressed today, and I was like, oh, I want to put a little flower on the side of my head. And I was talking to my friend on a FaceTime, and she was like, girl, are you crazy? And I was like, what? She was like, what? Why do you look like that? And I was like, what? She was like an illegal immigrant. She like, I said, oh, girl, yeah, I'm giving Cuba. And she was like, do you want to get deported? I was like, what? No se habla español. Like to the wrong place. But I think they did just because
they tried to deport a Puerto Rican, even though they're like U.S. citizens.
They're trying to deport Native Americans too.
Right.
That too.
We all gotta run. Lord Jesus. But you know what is so crazy how the news. Do you girls watch the news? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about people that don't watch the news when they be like, I don't watch the news?
I remember asking, I was like, I think I was like either in middle school or like, no, I think it was middle school because I was like, I was watching the news this morning. I was watching the news because my grandma and papa, they always watch the news. I started watching the news. Like I would watch it in the morning because my grandma would wake me up really early, and then I'd have like 30 minutes to sit there and do nothing. So I'd watch the news. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, yeah, I was watching the news, and they're like, you watch the news? And I was like, do you? It was more because I was raised like mostly with my grandparents when I was like younger. So I was like, yeah, do you not watch the news? You're like, no, I never watch the news. I never know what's happening. I was like, you kind of can't escape the news.
I'm like, what about you?
I also used to live with my grandparents growing up. So wake up early, watch the news, eat oatmeal.
And I feel like now TikTok is the news for your generation.
Half so, because sometimes it's like...
I feel like they have a lot of opinions.
They do, but some of them...
It's opinion. It's all opinions.
For my generation?
Yeah, sometimes a lot of older generations, they take whatever they see on the internet as fact, and they don't fact check it. And I just actually did like a seminar, an AP seminar about that, about how like AI, like for example, if you look something up, it'll give you the AI overview, and you'd rather take that as fact rather than do what you normally did throughout years and maybe like look it up in an encyclopedia or a dictionary, because no one's gonna bust out an encyclopedia to do that. No one's doing that anymore. But it's like if you saw something, like I think you told me something, and it was like, and I know exactly where you got it from. I was like, that's not true. I don't know exactly. I remember it was like something like that. I was like, that's not true.
On you.
Yeah,
Okay, let me fact check you. No, you're gonna need to remember that.
I don't know. It was
because I can
maybe
remember
it
how
wasn't
I
you.
fact
Maybe it was
checked.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
I know, yeah, because I know everything. Like we had to fact check you and give you some black economics. Me and your dad.
Because of the I said it was overpopulated.
Yeah, you were speaking.
You told me
true,
about that.
Yeah, she was giving true feminine Trumpster. I was like, Stefan, oh my God, are we raising a feminist Trumpster over here?
You
Like,
could be a feminist and a Trumpster at the same time, like a juxtaposition.
no, it's I'm out here
That
now.
reminds me of a certain person.
Who?
A feminist. And...
Not feminist, but lesbian. Trump supporter.
Oh
Christian.
yeah.
Stop saying people names.
No,
I'm not-
lesbian
no.
Trump supporter Christian. That's all of what she is.
That's all she is.
Oh, okay.
it's something else.
Okay.
It's
She's a
something-
Christian.
And a racist. Well,
No, she's a lesbian Trump supporter. Oh, and then I'm pretty sure she's, or at least her girlfriend at least, is an immigrant. So
yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a
So-
true Trumpster. Okay.
Some things don't add up there, but
like it wasn't adding, because her girlfriend is our friend, and we know our friend before we knew her, and we didn't know her at all. So then I remember one time she was like talking about her political views or something, or she was like, "Thank God Trump won" or something. It was like, "Oh, if you don't like this country, go back to where you came from."
yeah, it was something crazy. She
It was like
such crazy stuff.
And then I was like, "Huh?" And then she always talks about, "Oh, I'm evil. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm evil." And I was like, "You say that, but you're also Christian." And then on top of that, I was like, it didn't make sense. It was just like it was a lot of contradictions into one person.
She also posts about her ex so much. Like, don't you have a girlfriend? Doesn't she see these things? But like, she's like, "Oh, I hate my ex. Oh, I hate my ex." And
Oh,
she-
I'm evil. Oh, I do this. Oh, I do that.
Stay away from her. Okay.
I don't like nobody.
Yeah, we won't be going anywhere with her.
You know
with
what that
her.
also reminds me of?
No,
a
she's
person at her
dangerous.
school.
In
That
our chemistry.
yes,
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. OMG.
No, my mom. Okay, I've told there's some things going around that certain person, and told my mom. My mom was like, "Stay away from him."
Yeah.
Stay away from
Stay
him.
away.
He said something crazy to me one day. He was like, because we were in PE, and he was talking about like his retainers or something. I was like, imagine needing braces or something. He was like, okay, well, at least I didn't almost get deported. Where did that come from? I'm American. I fear it says it in the name. I fear. And then he also said something about my dad.
Oh,
which
like,
was like
at least if my dad didn't. At least I have a dad.
yeah, he was like, at least I have a dad. Like, excuse me, sir. But he's
Like my
here.
dad picks me up from school 3 times a week.
Actually,
and it's
ironically,
an
didn't
diagram.
he pick you up that day?
Yeah.
He did actually. That was the
But
day
it's
he picked
just
me
the
up.
stigma. It's so crazy how people take this little one ingredient and try to create a whole
thing about it.
Yeah. And
Like, it's.
and so do you respond? You just laugh him off or like
I kind of hit him.
like physically?
Oh, like I grabbed his his shirt collar.
Yeah,
and, like,
okay.
yanked him.
We
But,
don't
like-
provoke violence on the Naked Truth, but I'm gonna tell you, if you mess around and go too far to the left, you will find out. Okay, with a right.
You messed around and found out.
That's it.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Mamas don't take no mess. We ain't raising no punks around here. Okay. No way. But listen, I don't want to make this all about politics, all about bashing. I just really wanted my audience to know that you out here looking for these crazy relationships and people to talk to, and you could be really at home spending time with your children, having real authentic conversations and learning some things about yourself. You know, when was the last time you asked the kids in the house, how can I be a better person? How can I be a better person? Sanai, do you think I'm at my best, or do you feel I could be, how could I be better for you?
For me,
Yeah.
I think you're already good.
Okay. I figured that much myself. How could you be better for me? I would like to spend more quality time with you. But what I realize now is that most of the time that I want to, because you're the daughter I never had. So that's what everybody needs to know. Like, I'm a mother of sons, a sister of brothers, and a niece of uncles. I have been the only girl forever. And it took 14 years and 3 months for me to be like soft, like, oh, I want you, it's a little girl. So I do want to have like some girl moments with you, but I do realize that you have a friend. And I'm like, okay, Sanai does not really need to be bothered with me. I'm not trying to make you my friend, but I definitely want to be a part of your world. And what I've realized, how I can be a better person for you, even though you don't know it, is that I can incorporate your friend more so we could do more things together. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to invite others out here, especially some of my friends I speak with who don't have children. Like right now, I have a lot of females reaching out to me who really don't have nothing to do during the day, night, week, month, year. But I'm busy, okay, with my children, and my children and their friends. And I have a career. But guess what? We can incorporate some play dates and do some fun stuff. Like, what's some fun stuff y'all want to do?
Concerts.
Okay. What else?
I know. I guess I don't really know. Like sometimes when I don't go, it depends because it depends when my friends ask me to hang out. It has to like correlate with everybody else's schedule.
I'm talking about me and you and her. That's what I'm saying. You don't never incorporate me.
Shake my head, bro.
I'm saying we could take Cassidy. We're going on a trip.
Me and her could go.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I know your mom, there's enough of a relationship where, you know what I'm saying, the trust factor is in. So listen, if you want to be an auntie, not a auntie, okay, an auntie and a grandma to one of the girls that you know, your own daughter, somebody who just need to get away. Like your mom works, you have siblings, you need to get away. I'm out a little bit more. So now I loves to be in the house, but I realize she in the house normally talking to you because I'll be ready to go. She never want to leave because if I said now, oh, well, let's me, you and Cassidy go somewhere, I feel like you're going to be more forthcoming to get up and make a move. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 is not a crowd when we all loving on each other. So listen, what you don't know is that your granny bought the Go Wild Pass with Frontier and the discount den. So y'all, we can ready to get up out of here. We can gonna have us some lunch dates, some dinner dates. We can flip and go around this city. Okay, go and buy y'all a pass. If not, pay full price for the ticket. And guess what? My other friend, she says she got a private jet, girl. But we getting there for $19. But after you spend your $40,000 on gas, meet us down there by the dock of the bay where we eating fresh water crab and shrimp. Well, I don't even think we're supposed to be eating that right now, but I really would love a nice lobster tail. But you know what, ladies, I want to thank you both for coming on. Sanai, Cassidy, it's been such a pleasure talking with you. You two are always invited to come here and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you can be or what you can do until you are exposed to it. So you girls did a great job. So although you are looking to be a prosecutor attorney, although you are looking to be a public architecture, I think you both can handle media as well, you know? So I just want to let you know that there is not one thing that can be done. Everything can be done that you want, as long as you prioritize yourself and your time and you stay focused, you know? Is there anything you want to leave the show? You know, just saying. Did you enjoy yourself, Cassidy?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How about you, Sanai?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Right. Is there any words of wisdom that you want to leave for either young adults, parents, minorities, Americans, Indians, Blacks, African Americans, especially, you know?
I guess you don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to
force yourself to like everyone.
Yeah.
Make your opinions known.
Yeah.
And what else? And just keep going, I guess.
There it is. The Mitchell's heart don't what, y'all?
Pump no Kool-Aid.
You can say that shit too, Cassie. The Mitchell's heart don't what?
Pump no Kool-Aid.
Don't play with my babies out here, okay? We will be back. I will be back next week. They'll be back here eventually. I don't know when I can catch both of them. But I want to say have a good night. And love on yourself. Bye-bye.
This is Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy. You're tuned in to Hot 702.5 FM.